Hi guys, just pulling out for work here. Got a busy day today. Got a lot going on. Gonna stop by Home Depot, I think, on the way into the shop and see if they still have a shredding vac that they had in there on clearance. Had it like half price, and that goes shredding vac. I've never tried one of those, but I've always wanted to try one of those. Seems like it'd be handy on some trimming jobs and stuff like that. So I don't know. Have 15% off coupon. I thought I'd go in there and check out, see if they still have it, if I could use that coupon on it possibly too to get a little cheaper. But may see what else they have. Look at some laser levels there too. Been interested in getting in laser level because I think it'd be nice to have for our hardscape jobs, and if we're doing wall jobs or excavating any kind of dirt work like that, and might have a concrete job coming up that we're going to do in conjunction with our dad's construction business he has. If we get the job, put a little wall into, that'd probably be out blocks. But yeah, also got an auction going on tomorrow, a big auction they have once a year not far from our shop that has all kinds of equipment, and gonna go down there and get pre-registered to bid today, I think, and check over the equipment, see if they got anything else in there since I stopped by there last time. They got quite a bit of nice equipment there. A few things to be interested in. They got some orchard ladders, which I've always wanted for trimming. I think that'd be nice. I think those probably go pretty cheap. It's mainly farm equipment there, but they have a lot of lawnmowers too and stuff like that. A lot of miscellaneous stuff. But have a couple top cuts, top handle saws, an Echo and a Steel. They're not the best shape, older, but if they went cheap enough, maybe interested in one of those. They have a, I think it's a RBG brand blade grinder, which is pretty good. I think have one of those there for mower blades. I was interested in seeing what that goes for. May pick that up if it went cheap enough. They also had a Kubota RTV 1100 with an enclosed cab, heat and air, with a dump bed on it. If that went cheap enough, I'd be interested in getting that. Maybe try that, see if it help us on some mulch jobs at bigger places, stuff like that, to move material around or move ourselves around, I guess. But yeah, they had some Bobcats and stuff like that, but I don't think we're ready to get one of those yet, a full-size Bobcat. Let's see what else they have. They had several mowers, but we're not really looking for any of. It's mostly 52-inch and actually 60-inch and 72-inch zero-turn sit-down riders, and we're not really looking for something like that. Maybe a 36-inch stand-on mower, or even another 36-inch walk behind. You might be interested in that. But nice little utility trailer, like a 12-foot with green touch trimmer racks on it. But we already have 4 trailers, so we're not really looking to pick up another trailer right now. So like to go down and may try some of the stuff out, drive the Kubota around if I can a little bit today. Also, another guy's found on Facebook Marketplace, or actually a Facebook group for this area. He has 3 steel top handle chainsaws that he's only wanting 150 a piece for. They looked like they're in pretty good shape in the picture. I'd like to go look at that. He's supposed to let me know if he can meet tonight. I'd like to go take a look at those. And he also had a Spectra, I believe is a LL300N rotary laser level. And like I said, I've been interested in getting one of those, so I'd like to take a look at that and see if it's something I'd be interested in picking up if I go down there. He also had a couple of the no spill gas cans, pretty cheap, so take a look at those probably too. Sometime today, if you get a chance, try to get some other stuff, equipment worked on and fixed, ready to go for the season. Have a dump truck where it has some wiring issues. When you hook a trailer up, the trailer lights aren't all wanting to work right, so need to see if there's a loose connection or something on the like that. Got a couple keys made for spare keys for trucks yesterday. It seems like a lot of times when you buy a used truck, it only has one key, and so I figured it's probably worth spending the money to get an extra key for them in case we ever lose the one we do have. So I got one for the Ranger yesterday. It was only like 3 something, and then got one for our Chevy dump truck. It was like 40, which isn't bad. And then we still have a F-150 we need to get a copy made. I think that is going to be like 80 bucks though. For some reason the newer Ford ones are more expensive than the Chevys or something. So anyways, we'll see what we get done today. A lot of stuff to do. I may be forgetting something, but thanks for watching. A loose connection or something on the like that. Got a couple keys made for spare keys for trucks yesterday. It seems like a lot of times when you buy a used truck, it only has one key, and so I figured it's probably worth spending the money to get an extra key for them in case we ever lose the one we do have. So I got one for the Ranger yesterday. It was only like 3 something, and then got one for our Chevy dump truck. It was like 40, which isn't bad. And then we still have a F-150 we need to get a copy made. I think that is going to be like 80 bucks though. For some reason the newer Ford ones are more expensive than the Chevys or something. So anyways, we'll see what we get done today. A lot of stuff to do. I may be forgetting something, but thanks for watching. Another thing I thought about doing today was going and looking at some blowers that I seen listed for sale on Facebook. One guy has 2 BR600s not too far from where the guy has the laser level that I was going to maybe go look at, and the steel chainsaws. And then there's another person that had one blower, is a BR600 too, and it was the opposite direction, a little bit more money, but it looked pretty clean. I think that one was actually at a dealer, but it's still used. We've looked at the BR800. They just got those in, I think, last week at the steel dealer that's closest to us, but they're quite a bit more money than we could get a BR600 for used, but maybe worth it, I'm not sure. They look like they'd be really nice units. I'd say they would have a lot more power, so that might be a better route to go. I think the new BR800C and BR800X, they have about 80 cc, I think, and the BR600s only have 63 cc, so that seems like it'd be a pretty good improvement in power. The BR800C is the one that has the pull start that's at the hip. You can pull start it when you have it on your back and don't have to take it off. It has nicer straps on it. It's actually like a little bit heavier, and it's also $50 more money, but still only like $650, I think, versus like $600 for the BR800X. I'm not sure if the hip pull start is a good idea or not. I think it would be really nice, but I don't know if it would be a lot more work to replace if it went bad or not. So yeah, I don't know. I would probably try that one just to see how it works. I do love this little truck. This Ranger's really fun to drive. It's stick shift, really maneuverable, and pretty decent on gas, but it just plain isn't big enough sometimes with all the stuff I carry with me a lot of times. Got a lot of ice fishing gear, work clothes, coveralls, but I love this truck and it'd be hard to get rid of. The odometer stopped working at 221,000 miles, and I'm going to try to get that fixed if I can here before too long. I think it's just a gear in there that breaks. I seen a guy on YouTube, he had the same problem on the same year of Ranger, so hopefully it'll be a easy fix. I don't like tearing dashes apart and stuff like that, but I would really like to get it fixed so I can keep track of business mileage and stuff like that easier. So we'll see if we get time to work on that before the season starts or not. Hopefully we will. All right, rolling in here to Home Depot, go check that Echo shredding vac out. See if it's still here. Well, it doesn't look like I'm going to be getting the Echo shredding vac right now. They must have raised the price. It looks like $50 since I've seen it, I don't know, a month ago or less. Maybe because the season's getting ready to come in more now for that kind of product, I don't know. But I have to think about it before I decide if I'm for sure get it or not. I may just pass on it since they raised the price. And it's not something I necessarily need to have. So we'll see. I like the Bosch laser level they had in there and looked pretty nice. For a new one, it's pretty cheap. And they had a paver saw on a stand that was at their rental department for sale, about half price of new. It's pretty nice too, but we don't really need one of those right now, so probably not looking to get that either. Just thought it was nice, good price probably. Gonna head to the auction now and see what they have down there and get registered for the auction tomorrow. So this year we decided that we're gonna have to raise prices on some of our mowing accounts and also just get rid of some that are just too far away from our route, because just being two of us doing the mowing, we were pretty much maxed out last year and can't afford to do yards for less than what they're worth, or they're too far from our route to make it worth even going to do them. So we've had pretty good luck so far, starting to get people already sending their contracts back in signed with the higher price, and haven't really had too much kickback against that yet. So looks like it should be a pretty good year. Don't be afraid to raise your prices and get what you're worth. The economy's booming right now, and we should be getting what we're worth just as much as anybody else. And less people are wanting to do manual labor, and they'd rather just pay somebody to do it and not have to worry about it. So make sure you're charging what you're worth. Also, the equipment prices are just increasing continually every year on a lot of things, so you need to make sure that you are increasing your prices too to compensate for that, if nothing else. Inflation, everything is going up in price, it seems like, for the most part. So just to maintain what you're making, you need to really increase your prices, perhaps even every year. So just keep that in mind. I think the key to us getting so many customers to agree to pay more for us to mow their yards is that we're do a really good job in being owners, operators. We, I think, can get a lot more than some people could possibly, just because, like I said, our quality is really high, and the customers, I think, like dealing with us as owners. Some of them really would rather us be the ones doing the work. Some of our newer customers, especially younger people, don't seem like they care as much who's on their yard, but they just want it done and taken care of. So that's something to keep in mind too. We've also thought about just going to eventually being just a lawn treatment company. Also probably do aerations and overseeding as well, but to just focus on that aspect of the business, because that's where we seem to make our most money. And to do that, though, we really probably need to really get a good plan together and really start pushing for treatment accounts before the season begins, and really just try to step away from other stuff as we start to pick up more treatment accounts. But it just makes a lot of sense. Way less overhead and equipment and stuff. Way less stuff to work on to keep running. Just a lot of stuff. A lot less storage space. I don't know. What do you guys think? That's what we've kicked around some. The idea of going to just a treatment company. There's several companies in the area that do focus on just that, and they seem to be doing pretty good. So I don't know. Another reason that it would be nice to be just a treatment company, or possibly just do treatments in landscaping, is they both seem to be better money than mowing for us, and also it would be a lot easier to schedule time off, we think, during the summer, which is something we don't really get to take time off in the summer because of mowing, and you gotta be there every week pretty much throughout the year. So even if some yards dry up and don't need mowed, there's always some that are irrigated or gonna need checked or done. So it just really, with families and everything, makes it rough not being able to take time off in the summer very much to go on vacation or anything. So that's another thing to keep in mind. Pulling up to the auction right now. A lot of semis, all kinds of stuff. Well, we didn't end up going and looking at the blowers or saws or that laser level or anything today. Did get an auction and looked it over, found a few more things like some roll tarps that we could maybe use on trucks, or one of them might even be able to use on our dump trailer. But got another truck key made that we needed to. Had some lunch. Did a little bit of stuff like that. Had some trouble getting the key to work right. Our OB hookup on our truck wasn't working right, and here there's a blown fuse, so we just swapped that out real quick, and they were able to program the key then. New one for the truck. But maybe try to see if the guy still has the saws and stuff next Monday, and after that auction tomorrow, and go take a look at them then. Got a call today and try to get ready for the auction tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.